Well, my name is Tryg Littlefield. I was a fat child, and so a lot of well, I used to call them friends at the time. Now I just see it as they were my codependent friends. They used to call me Tryg the Pig, and they used to pick on me, and I mean, you know, I would be upset every night over it, but you know, I mean, I could go home and get away from it, like we were just talking. And the thing about social networking is that, yeah, it's really easy to just throw it out there and attack somebody, you know, like, oh, well, this blah 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 blah. And it's a lot easier to put negative things out there than positive, of course. I mean, for everybody. It's a lot harder to rise above and try and support. In 2009, I created, on my personal MySpace, I created blogs for kids to go and tell me about stuff that they were going through, and verbal and sexual, physical abuse, stuff like that. My biological mother, when I was a child, was bipolar and became multiple personality disorder, paranoid schizophrenic. And I haven't had a relationship with her for over 25 years. And what happened to me in the middle of all that was massive amounts of counseling, which was one of the greatest things that anybody can do. I mean, communication is key to anything in life. You talk it out, if you get it, well, not everybody's the same way, but for me, it was good for me to sit and talk about what was going on, work through those feelings and pain, and try to make sense of it. And when you're a child, you internalize it, you blame yourself. Like, why couldn't I fix my mom or the marriage or whatever? You know, why am I getting beat because it's something that I've done? I'm a horrible person. And you know, it's at the end of the day, it's a lot of people don't have the kind of community to be able to reach out and talk about these problems and have people rise above them. It's like I said, it's real easy for people to bully other people. It's real easy for people to cut people down. But what people don't see is the damage that it truly does to people. I mean, we're all insecure people. You know, you find the most confident, macho, eccentric person, and they're probably like that because they're covering up their own insecurities. You know, certain people poof up about being insecure, or certain people just like hide in the corner. I mean, we're all insecure. So there's no reason to fuel that. The best thing that you can do is try to help people, try to bring people together, and try to grow. You know, that's the one thing that we don't do, is we don't like covet each other and work through things. In 2009, we had a lineup change in Fall for Grace, and our bassist and drummer that had been with us since 2004 had left the band due to personal choices and kind of what was happening. We were on the road a lot and stuff, and you know, everything was fine and amicable. When the new members came, and we had 3 years that had transpired and went past, when I reached out for people to join the band, it was more like, who was an old friend, who are people that I have known who wanted this for a really long time and not really quite had it. You know, like people that had wanted it for the right reasons, and it was an easy choice. I mean, Ty and Justin were like, hey, you want it? They're like, yeah. And then Jesse was like, duh. I mean, I've known him since I was in high school. So now we're on tour. We've been on tour for just a few weeks. We're going to be on tour for a few months. And it's the greatest group of guys that I've actually ever had the chance to tour with. And I'm not trying to take away from the previous guys, because I've changed a lot too. Like, I mean, I used to not deal with my problems and focus on what's coming up, what's next, what can we do, and I was pushing everybody, but not in a good leadership type of way. And now I've worked on that, and I try to listen to everybody and make sure that everybody's taking care of myself too, because my problem was I would try to take care of other people but not focus on what I wanted or what was important to me, and we're all trying to work together as a team. We're the most positive group of dudes that I've ever had the chance to, you know, share the road with. And so, I guess long story short, the whole bullying thing, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's just people that are trying to get attention, and it's just uncalled for. You know, I mean, we're not gonna grow as a human race if we keep trying to you know, break people down. You know, it's just a control thing, and it's stupid. It makes no sense.